Her newest employee has made 5 sales this week on
Right.
employees and AI.
So
Um,
tell us how you heard about it and what
yeah,
happened.
so I heard about it, and then I was like, I just did a little bit of research on X. I was like, okay, everyone can do it. I should be able to figure it out. And then I listened to the podcast where he was interviewed. Who was the interviewer? I think a TBPN. The two, they're like their audience are like the Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. And he just shared like how he developed it. And the way that he explained it, even as a coder, made sense. He said that a lot of the agentic systems were limited through MCPs or whatever because they're like limited to that environment. So it's clunky. So going to somewhere else is whatever. And I just put it on the computer on Linux. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but or on whatever. And because it's on the computer, it could act like you and go to all the different places that you want it to go or that you give it access to. So I was like, that really makes sense. And I followed the process to download it. The one thing that gave me a little bit of a problem that probably made it take 40 minutes instead of 20 minutes was the Telegram. So the
Mhm.
Telegram thing, because I'm not a Telegram user, so I had to go through that process. And then the first thing that I started to do was just ask it to do things. And I was like, there's no way it's going to be able to like go into my Notion and add 25 different posts or create a table or whatever. Because with Claude, it could open it in the browser, it could do it a little bit, but it's going to take 40 minutes, right? To open it, to write the Notion thing. And all it asked for was for the Notion API key. And 3 minutes later, it's okay, the posts are done. Go look at them. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, "There's no way. This isn't, I was like, this is insane. And it's here's the link. So one of the things is it'll put places on it'll put things on the computer or it'll say it's done. But if you really don't know where to find those things, like a landing page, like the HTML landing page, I was like, I don't know which folder you put it in. It will be like, oh, I'll make it easier for you. I'll keep them on the desktop. Here you go.
Nice.
The first message you'll receive is, hey, what's your name or whatever, and what are you gonna name me? It's like a message like that, and I was just like, name yourself.
And
That's
so
crazy.
these messages are done through Telegram.
So
Like, that's who you're
they're
interfacing with.
done in both places. So you could message through Telegram, or when you set it up on the terminal and stuff on the computer, the gateway thing will open and it's a browser. So if you're on the computer, you don't have to message through Telegram.
Okay.
So if you're on the machine that it's on, you could just type on it and kinda prompt it that way?
Yeah, like the from the terminal, a gateway will open, so it'll look like a chat.
Yeah,
And then
okay.
you can just like tell it what to do. But if you, let's say I step out, I go to pick up my daughter at school and I wanted to do something or I want to check in on something, I can message it from Telegram. I also have Telegram on my computer.
So real quick, I wanna back up the truck. So your setup experience with this, frustrating, not that frustrating, really not that bad?
I
You
went
you know, how's it
3 times and then that's it. But I am not
that's
a
just a
code.
standard hour for me.
Yeah, exactly. So I had it up and running in probably 35, 40 minutes. If I were to do it again, it would probably be 20 minutes because he made the process a little bit simpler since the first, whatever, what was the Claude Bot update? Now
Yeah.
it's OpenClaw, whatever. So the process has changed a little bit to be easier.
Okay,
Nice.
hold on. So where do you even go to get it? Is it like on I know it's open
So you
source.
go to here. So you go to the OpenClaw.bot,
Uh-huh.
and then all you have to do is on the computer that. Want me to share my screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure. Okay, hold on. So all you have to do is openclaw.ai, and it looks kind of scary, but see this? So all you would have to do is just this works everywhere, installs everything, you're welcome. So you just have to copy this and then open your terminal, paste that in there and click enter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
then it'll walk you through the process. It'll like do all this matrix stuff and then it'll say, this can be a little bit risky, yes or no. And you'll have to click to the yes, which is just clicking your arrow to the left, and then you just click enter. And then it'll ask you some questions, keep going through the process. The one that took me the longest was just the Telegram, because it'll show the instructions. You have to go get a code in Telegram, put it in there. And then, within 35 minutes, you'll be done. And when you're done, the browser will open to the gateway and it'll say, okay, like chat. And you'll be like, hello. And it'll
Wow.
say, and I'll just give you some other things that I've had it do. With the sales thing, I was just like, okay, let me look at, I've sent an email before for an offer. I had a list of people that were interested in this offer from a couple months ago that clicked on the checkout page like multiple times because it shows.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, just email them, follow up, and just see if they'll purchase. Within a couple hours, the leads, I was like, are you interested at the end? Reach out and just say, are you still interested in this thing? Within a couple hours, we got multiple yeses. And I was like, this is crazy. Yeah. And the other thing is also when you tell it to do the thing, with other AI stuff I've done, you have to train it a lot and you have to give it templates or whatever. I didn't give it a template. And the first draft was probably 97% sounding like me. And the second go was just like me. And I was like, ready to send. Want me to go through this list now? 5 minutes later, okay, everyone's followed up with now.
What?
So
This
it had a
is
list
the
of the
dream
emails or
employee
something?
right there.
Huh?
It had a list of the emails already? And
Yeah,
was it
so
using
I gave
Gmail
it
to
the
send
list
or
of
what?
emails. I gave it the list of emails because I didn't want to give it access to everything.
Right, right. How is
Like
it
where-
sending? Through Gmail or what?
Yeah, through its own Gmail. Yeah.
What?
So you don't have to do anything. You just have to give it, like when you set it up, it'll ask you for the Google API. And if it needs access to something, it'll say, I don't have access to the Gmail. I'm going to open it on the browser, and the browser will open on the computer, and then it will ask you to log in. So that's where you decide what you're going to give it access to. But then once it's logged in, you could be like, do this, do that. It's like, okay, sent. Now what?
So
You
was
don't-
the emailing as you or as an account it set up?
In that one, it emailed as me because it was from support.
Okay.
Like, it was like, but I'm gonna have it create its own. Hey, this is Ash, Shanee's, assistant, Shanee's AI assistant, because it's so cute. But the fact is that even with Claude Cowork with the browser, emailing 5 people would take 25 to 30 minutes. And then it asks for permissions every time. Do I have permission to do this? It'll just go do it. That's
Yes.
something that you have to experience. And then when you think about it, though, it's like, this makes perfect sense. No wonder it's taking off the way it is, because especially locally, you just give it access to whatever you want to give it access to, and it could go into things just like a human. It's not like stuck in one environment.
Right.
What?
The craziest one was one recently that it was like, would you like me to get this video and turn it into clips? And I'm like, you could do that? And it's like, yeah, let me download whatever. I need this capability. I'm going to post it
Okay.
on that.
I
have the text. It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, it's like, here's your clips. They're in this file on your computer.
Oh my God.
Yeah, needing this ASAP.
Yeah, I'm like, I am totally doing this because this is why I love AI.
Yeah.
I'm watching your example. You are proclaiming yourself that you're non-techie and you're doing this. So and it's working for you. And I'm like, okay, I can do it too. I was just worried about putting it on my computer.
Once it's set up, you don't have to. It's really what Chris was just saying. Once it's set up, it's really about where you could leverage it. And right now, probably throughout February, I'll test a couple of things. The other thing is I was like, okay, take my last 10 YouTube videos and create blogs based on this structure from them. I wanted to see what it could do. And then it did it. And as it was doing it, it was like, I just deployed 5 mini agents and assigned them these tasks. So it like spawned other agents on its own accord. And within 25 minutes, it like had this page with my last 12 YouTube videos with the YouTube videos embedded in it and the blogs and the hyperlinks to my offers within each blog and my LinkedIn profile.
What?
Yeah. Nice. We could combine that with the geo stuff and absolutely cook.
Yeah. And so really, like once I see something like that, I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Here's ways to refine the type of blog style and stuff. But that would have taken a human at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes to just pull over, do the blog, even with the GPT, embed it, all of that. So it was like, okay, so it was just like your action move one-liners because I was telling it to start testing some tweets. And then it says, want me to start cutting videos from the podcast for tomorrow? And I was like, you can cut video clips. Question this again. I said I didn't get sleep this week. I meant it 12:39 a.m. Yep. Yep. I could download your video and cut 30 to 60-second clips. This is 12:40. 12:40 downloaded. Let me cut the best clips. 12:40 done. Here's the clips. I was like, how do I see them? They're on your desktop. Go look. I said, I'm on Telegram. 12:41 sending me the clips.
Yeah.
What?
This is insane.
F.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. This is insane. Holy.
Isn't this insane?
First of all, proactive employee is my love language.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
Right?
I want it in my life so badly. Like I am, oh my gosh, this is what I'm playing with this whole weekend. So second of all, I am so impressed with you. Going from I'm not sure how to do this, pulling your hair out, to like now chatting with your Ash at 12:40 a.m.
Well, I love that you said non-coder and non-techie during
Yeah.
this little show here. And that veneer is wearing thin. You're looking like a pro.
Oh my god. I
I
know.
was curious. I'll be like this. And so it's almost like you have to, with the agent, worry about the opposite because it'll always suggest something or always suggest an improvement. And I think as a business owner, that if you really know your business, you until you master it, you should probably just stay in a certain lane. Or so I would say the problem with working with agents will definitely not be a lack of ideas or a lack of what to do next. It's almost just prioritization because they'll always suggest something.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great insight. Like a different set of skills is emerging.
Yeah.
And like you're on the frontier here.